My friends, welcome to this video. Today is a Thursday and I'm going to tell you today a bunch of currency that is not money. A bunch of examples of currency that's not money. So back in the early days of the world, again with my microphone, uh, people used to use various items. Sorry about that. Used to use various items to pay for services and for things uh, before they had currency, or not currency, money, like dollars or pesos, whatever. And so here I have 36 examples of currency that's not money. We'll go through all these. It's going to be quite a long video, but hopefully it's going to be interesting. So before we get into that, a couple of things I wanted to say is I charged up my LED light behind me. It's supposed to be blue, but for some reason it's not that blue. I also charged up my face light, and we shouldn't have any problems today other than crackling microphone, hopefully not. And also, instead of printing these lists on a bunch of paper and wasting trees, my wife gave me a great idea so I don't waste paper, to put it on the iPad. And so now I can digitally look at it and not have to print it. I have a printer, an HP printer that has that ink membership through HP, where I pay monthly. I think we paid about $4.99 a month, $4.99 a month. And that gave me 50 sheets of paper to print per month, which I haven't done in years. I think the most we printed was maybe 10 sheets a month. And my printer is connected to the HP whatever system, and they're counting my printing. And then when the printer detects that the ink is low, they ship me a new cartridge of ink ahead of time, so then I can swap it out when it runs out and not have to go out to the store and pay crazy money. But I think overall I probably pay more per year for the ink this way, because even though ink was expensive, I think maybe what, $50 to replace, I don't know what, both cartridges, the color and the black one. But I'm paying $5 a month for 12 months. That's like what, $60? Pay $60, and okay, maybe I run out of the of black ink once a year. So anyway, long story short is I lowered my monthly to $2.99 a month, and that gives me 10 sheets, no, 25 sheets a month, and I won't be printing these, so I can save money and I can just look at the iPad. But anyway, let's get into the currency that's not money. Number one is rhinestones. I don't know what a rhinestone is. It's a large stone disc with a hole in the center used by the people of Yap Island in Micronesia. These stones were quarried from limestone in Palau, then transported by sea, and ownership is symbolized through social consensus rather than physical exchange. Even if a stone is lost in transit, it retains value if the community agrees. So even if you don't have it, you still count as having it. Okay. All right, number 2, cowrie shells. Glossy, small, and durable shells used widely across Africa, Asia, and Indian Ocean. Cowries were among the earliest forms of currency, valued for their beauty and durability. They became a central part of trade and social hierarchy in Africa and were even used to pay fines in ancient China. Interesting. Number 3, we have feather money. Coils of woven red feathers originating from Santa Cruz Islands, made using the feathers. They're made using the feathers of a rare bird. This currency symbolized wealth and social rank. Next one is dolphin teeth. They were used in Solomon Islands, known for their association with marriage dowries and prized as a symbol of wealth. Number 5, Parmesan cheese wheels. Yes, now we're talking. Wheels of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese used as collateral in Italy. Banks in northern Italy accept Parmesan as collateral due to its stable value. That's cool. Number 6 is tea bricks. Compressed bricks of tea leaves primarily used in Central Asia. Used by Mongols, Chinese, and Tibetians. Tea bricks were used as currency and consumable. I like tea. I can see how that has value. Manillas, number 7. Bracelet-like metal pieces used in West Africa. Different shapes and designs represented specific trade values. Manillas, I don't know what that is. Katanga crosses. Copper crosses from Central Africa, primarily used by the Luba people. Cross shape represented spiritual and physical life, serving as a medium of exchange. Typically worth about 10 chickens or a few kilograms of goods. Nice. Number 9, knife money. Knife-shaped bronze pieces used in ancient China from 600 BCE. It was the earliest forms of Chinese currency. All right, number 10, salt blocks. Salt blocks. Rectangular salt blocks were valued for their representative properties. Roman soldiers received salarium or salt rations, leading to the term salary. Hey, that's where it's coming from. Okay, salt was so valuable, it influenced trade routes. And we still like our salt to this day. Number 11, squirrel pelts. Squirrel pelts. Used in medieval Russia and Finland, squirrel pelts, not pellets, pelts, were valuable for their warmth and durability. I'm still imagining pellets, squirrel pellets, the little circles you find under a tree. In Russia, pelts became so valuable they were traded like coins, even becoming the basis for fines and taxes. One pelt was worth about 1.5 kopecks in medieval Russia. Seriously, what is a squirrel pelt? I don't know. I'm going to assume it's squirrel poop. No, I don't know. How about number 12, beaver pelts? How about that? I don't know. North American fur traders used beaver pelts extensively for exchanges. Is it the fur pelt? I don't know. I'm hoping that it's the fur and not the poop. You guys are probably laughing at me. Let's see. Pelts were so valuable uh, that Europeans depleted North American beaver populations in 17th and 18th centuries. Number 13 is arrowheads, small flint arrowheads used by various indigenous tribes. Number 14, kissy pennies, iron rods used by the Kissi people in West Africa, often with a distinctive T shape. I can't even visualize this. I have no idea what it looks like. Used for transaction and ceremonial exchanges, especially in Liberia and Sierra Leone. They were bent to break a curse and straighten to heal as a spiritual safeguard. Okie dokie. Number 15. Potato mashers. Potato. Wooden tools used in Cameroon's Bathia culture as dowries and currency. 30 mashers could purchase a wife. They also symbolized cultural values around food and family. Both utilitarian and symbolic, potato mashers were part of both kitchen and economic life. Wow. 30 mashers could get you a wife. I have no words. Number 16, cocoa beans, obviously. They're worth money even now. Used by the Maya and Aztecs in Central America, cocoa beans represent both food and wealth. 100 beans could buy a turkey. This currency fueled vast Mesoamerican trade networks. Number 17 is whale teeth. Symbolic of wealth and respect. Used in transactions, dowries, and ceremonies, they remain valuable in Fiji today. And number 18 is livestock. Animals like cattle, sheep, and camels have historically represented wealth in many cultures. Yeah, I can see people still use that even now, I believe. In Africa and Mongolia, livestock is still seen as a primary form of wealth. Number 19 is grain. Stored grain, particularly in ancient Mesopotamia, served as a stable currency. Number 20 is tobacco. In colonial America, tobacco leaves were used as legal tender. Virginia colony even used tobacco to pay taxes and fines. Number 21 is wampum. It's beaded shells made from clams, used by Native American tribes. Number 22 is ivory, highly valued for carving and trade, especially in Africa and Asia. Elephant ivory, in particular, became one of Africa's most valuable resources. Yeah, and then it became very illegal, I think. Number 23, rocks. Yeah, when I was a kid, we had currency and it was leaves. Those long leaves. We used to get a bunch of those and we used it as money. And we also played store and we used those leaves as fish. Because they're like a long, thin type of leaf. So we would pay with the leaf and buy the leaf. Rocks. Certain cultures, such as the Inuit, used unique stones as a form of currency. Stones that were rare or difficult to obtain carried significant value. In isolated communities, they were often carved and marked to distinguish them as currency. Number 24 is beads. Glass and stone beads served as currency, especially in parts of Africa. Trade beads had various colors and designs. Number 25 is copper rings. In ancient Egypt, copper rings represented early metal currency. These rings were among the earliest known metal currencies in human history. Oh, excuse me. Number 26. Leather tokens. Small pieces of leather stamped as currency in medieval Europe were issued when metal was scarce and used temporarily until regular currency was available. Number 27. Fish hooks. In some Pacific Island cultures, fish hooks were both currency and valuable tools. Since fishing was vital, fish hooks had a dual purpose of currency and sustenance. They were crafted from shells and bones, reflecting local resources. Number 28 is rice, used in Japan, measured in koku, which means enough rice to feed one person for a year. Rice symbolized sustenance and social rank, as samurai were paid in rice stipends. Rice tax collection formed the economic backbone of Japanese feudal society. Number 29. Brass rods. Commonly used in parts of Africa, particularly for dowries and special purchases. Often crafted into rods or bracelets, brass was a medium of significant value. Number 30 is shell bracelets. This was used in Papua New Guinea. Number 31, obsidian blades. Sharp volcanic glass blades used by the Aztecs and other Mesoamerican cultures. Blades were valuable both for their utility and as a trade good. Number 32 is amber. Valued in Europe and Asia, amber was prized gemstone and form of currency. Number 33 is silk. Ancient China used silk as a form of currency, particularly along the Silk Road. Silk was an official currency in China, traded exclusively with Europe and the Middle East. Number 34, spices. Valued spices like pepper and cinnamon became currency during the Middle Ages. European merchants sought spices, making them among the most valuable commodities. Pepper and cinnamon. Spices acted as store of wealth and drove exploration like Columbus's voyages. All right, we got two more. Number 35, glass bottles. Used in the Caribbean as currency, especially during the colonial periods. Bottles held value as storage and were used in trade with European colonizers. Their utility for storing liquids made them useful in a resource-scarce region. And number 36, last one. Are you ready? Cattle horns. Cattle horns represented wealth in Africa, especially in pastoralist societies. I assume that's people that pasture cattle or something. Horns symbolized prosperity and were traded among African tribes. That's it. That's the money that is not currency. I'm trying to think of other things. I know somebody told me that somewhere people used almonds as currency, and also no, I think that was almonds. I was thinking oak. What are they called? Ac- Acorns. But I think it was the almonds that I was thinking. Anyway, that's all I got for you for today. I hope you found this video interesting. I'm going to continue to make these list type of videos for a while. I just want to see if people find them interesting. After I do maybe 10 of them, we'll see. If people don't like them, I'll switch to a different format. But for now, I just want to crank these out and just get them out there and see if they stick, if people like them or not. And then we'll make a decision afterwards. For now, have a good night, good day, or whatever time it is. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Or maybe another day. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe the day after tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.